Oh, Good morning, MouseHunt. Welcome, Feedback Friday, August the 5th. How's everybody doing this morning? Got Giorgio here, having a donut. Hello in the chat. All right, well today, some announcement, quick little behind the scenes. We're going to go over the Great Gnawnian Games. A little update on the Varmint Valley expansion, couple feedback questions for hunters in the chat.
Dude,
what are you watching over there, Giorgio?
Dude? Wait, is that just because I know this channel?
Probably.
I'm gonna try incognito.
Doing some sleuthing over there.
Oh man, what do you mean more popular
successful
stuff comes up first? Overwatch, Pokemon.
And a couple quick announcements to start things off. First, the Gilded Scroll Case and the 20 Rare Map Dust special offer comes to an end Tuesday, August the 9th. So that is next Tuesday. So if you're looking to pick up a Gilded Scroll or the 20 for 20 Rare Map Dust offer, that is coming to an end next week. So that's your last chance to pick it up.
20 for 20.
20 for 20 USD. Secondly, mouse hunters in Southeast Asia are organizing a mouse hunt meetup this month. The meet is on August 13th at 1:30 p.m. GMT +8. That's Malaysian time. So for venue details and more info, check out their Facebook group, or they have a post on the Mouse Hunt forums as well. And in the summary of this Feedback Friday that I'll post in the Tavern section, I'll link to their Facebook group and their post on the Mouse Hunt forums. But if you search Facebook for Mouse Hunt Malaysia Community, I think that's the name of the Facebook.
Is it on the sidebar on the mousehuntgame.com site once in a while?
I don't know.
Now, if you refresh until you find that group, perhaps.
just keep refreshing until it comes up. But I will post the links, like I said, in the Tavern. I post a summary of Feedback Friday, and they will be linked in there. Which brings us to behind the scenes, which is a quick little preview of what we're working on here. And first thing, now we'll get a little sneak peek, is the Great Gnawnian Games. So small event celebrating the summer games is going to arrive next week. The Great Gnawnian Games will have sporty mice set up throughout the kingdom where they'll be holding races to swipe cheese from hunters' traps. Oh no. Hunters will be able to visit up to one of 9 locations. What am I saying?
No, up to 9 makes sense.
Up to 9? All
yeah,
right.
Up to 9, 1 of 9. Wait, you can't visit... You can only visit 1 of 9 locations? You can all 9.
There are 9 locations to visit. You
Yeah.
can take your pick. All right, well, there we go. We figured it out. Where you can collect runny cheese from any one of those 9
That's what you're
locations. There we go.
Okay,
That's what we'll
visit
any one of 9 locations.
excluding and limited to those 9
Affirmative.
locations. Add all that in there? That's confusing.
So you can visit any one of 9 locations throughout the kingdom where you'll be able to hunt mice that are normally there, and they will drop runny cheese. When you arm the runny cheese, you'll be able to hunt event mice, and they drop a new type of charm called a torch charm. Thank you, Giorgio, for that lovely screen capture there. A new type of torch charm, and when you arm the torch charm, it burns up every hunt but turns into a random item.
Wait, what's that actually
It's called the torch charm.
What's the other thing called?
There's also an athlete charm that's from the previous Great Gnawnian Games. They will still give you a luck bonus in the area. So if you have a few of those left over, you'll be able to use them up this year as well. But there'll be a new charm called the torch charm. Are you looking for the type? And the code is called athlete_torch_.
That's the new one. The new one's
Yes.
called Torch. Okay. Oh,
Whoever
I'm thinking
made
'cause
the file.
the
named it
old
that for
one.
some reason,
Yeah, the old one looks like a torch. There is a charm that looks like a torch. No,
No,
it was
it's
a
a
collectible.
sweat
Sorry,
band.
I'm thinking of the collectible.
So you'll be able to track your progress from a banner above your journal, which is what we have over here on the other side of Giorgio. There is also, this will probably look familiar, if I can find it. Oh! Alright, we're back.
Ah, yes.
Hold on, what am I doing here?
What am I doing? What am I doing?
What am I doing?
What am I doing?
Yeah, there we go. Runny cheese. That'll probably look familiar to you.
Oh, because you run.
Yes! Pun detected.
Pun detected. Annihilating.
I don't know why when I change what is in that little picture-in-picture, it
George.
switches over to the other shot. But
Like a deep. That's weird. Yeah.
new torch charm, which I think we shared this
Whoa.
image on the last Feedback Friday as well.
Looks like, there's like soft serve ice cream, hot serve ice cream.
Yes.
It's fire. It's made of fire.
It's made of
It's
fire.
made of fire.
And there will be there we go, a new event mouse as well to capture. And there's a little sneak
Whoa, wait a
peek.
sec. Are you playing
There's a lot of sports going on.
basket ball tennis?
Basketball head tennis
Head-
bat hit.
Bat hit.
Bat hit?
Bat hit.
Bat hit! It's just a good old game of bat hit.
Oh, I see how you got your BB code ready to go.
All set to go. This is the summary that I post. Yeah. Organized.
Wait, you
ready.
bolded the bolds. They're bolds.
So that you
No,
know
they're
it's
bold. They're bold.
bold. What are the random items was a question from the chat. There's a variety of stuff. There's lots of useful charms, a chance of Super Brie, King's Credits. Off the top of my head, I'm trying to think what else. I think Chrome Charms are in the mix.
There's a few like there's like sandblasted metal. I think that just
Oh,
drop.
yeah.
About I think there's 105% chance to drop.
Yeah,
something
about
like that.
approximate, yeah. Simultaneous zip.
Yes.
Will this new, someone's asking, Ryan in the chat's asking, will this new charm be useful in the Labyrinth? It will certainly work. The torch charm, you can use it anywhere, and every single hunt you take, you get a random item added to your inventory, and your journal will let you know what you received. So you can use it in the Labyrinth.
That's why it's not working, because it was spelled wrong.
Oh, Gnawnian was spelled right.
Gnawnian.
Are there any new traps? No, but there will be that was a question from the chat, but there will be a new journal theme to collect during the Great Gnawnian Games.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit of a smaller event because it kind of takes place in any one of 9 locations throughout the kingdom. It's an opportunity to hunt event mice, get a few rewards, but not like a whole event area and a story to go through.
Mm-hmm. Good question there. The change your trap skin button disappeared from the old layout after the last code push for some reason. Some people have emailed into support. I added it to the known bugs list. So if you're ever wondering, like, hey, something's missing, something's wrong in MouseHunt, if you visit the support page, there is a list of known bugs, and we'll update that and say, like, okay, this is a display issue. We know that this button is missing, so we are working to fix it, but we've not yet restored it.
Yeah. In the meantime, if you go to your user preferences and switch to what I think we call the fresh coat layout, if you use the new game layout, the trap skin button is working, but we're looking into a problem where it's not there in the old layout. What are the 9 locations? Dennis asked in the chat. You'll just have to wait and see.
Whoa! One of them is in MouseHunt.
Yes, they are 9 MouseHunt locations. No real-world locations. Just,
It's not geo
yeah,
connected?
you need to be hunting from your phone at a certain spot, and then the loot drops activate. And someone in the chat asked, when is Ronza coming? She just left. That is, and every time you mention her name, according to legend, that just keeps her away for a few more days. So I just pushed her back a couple days.
At least.
The second thing that we've been working on, kind of behind the scenes here, is the Varmint Valley expansion, which we've mentioned in a few recent Feedback Fridays. So it's still very much so in the planning phase. We've been testing out a few ideas, but we're still working out the details kind of before we get going on mice. But we'll be sure to give some sneak peeks. Sneak peeks.
Sneak peeks. We're gonna give some. We're gonna have some legit peeks, not sneaky ones.
Okay.
They don't have to be sneaky. And some will be viewings, maybe some observations as well.
No, viewing.
Oh no, viewings.
Yeah.
You viewed me. I lost my train of thought, but that was really, it wasn't really a train, it was a train of jokes. Train of puns.
Varmint Valley, it could be a train.
Oh!
We were exploring a few ideas. One we ended up not liking too much, so then we kind of started working on something else, and we kind of realized we need a little bit more time to flesh that out. It's going to be a little bit of a bigger area if that's what we end up going with, so we sort of pushed that one back, and now we're working on a different area for a law expansion that's a little simplified, but like I said, very much in the early planning phase, a little too early to share too many details or give a sneak peek or a legit peek or a train of thought.
Yes. And really the area you mentioned that we liked, but it's a little more complex and needs more time. The idea is, if it does, come into play, it'd be like a stepping stone toward there. So this is an area to kind of like reintroduce everyone, and then going from there. That's the plan. That's the projection.
And this sort of bigger area would be a little higher level that way as well, because Varmint Valley is Lord, correct? Lord Lady?
Lord Lady, yep.
So the next area will be a barren area in the Varmint Valley, and so that'll lead to another law area that can be a little higher level, so it's a little bit more going on. You need, some better equipment and stuff. What's going on in the chat? The Judge Trap is cool, was feedback from the chat. Last Feedback Friday, Jacob drew a new law trap that we will release at some point, and it was a bunch of droids, and one of them was a judge. I particularly liked the droid that was on the witness stand in that trap, where I think it's holding up like Exhibit A, and it's a big piece of cheese, a picture of a piece of cheese with a bite out of it.
Always eating those cheeses.
Jesus.
I'm trying to find his, I assume you posted it. Excuse me.
A question from the chat. Somebody has left over Great Gnawnian Games treasure maps. All these same event mice will be available, so you will be able to work on those treasure maps. That said, we don't have any plans to add a new treasure map this year. Kind of the Gilded Scroll cases, the Slayer cases, and Relic Hunter Season 4 just started. Decided to hold off on new treasure maps to give hunters opportunities to work on all the new maps that are already out and about.
I like that the judge and the bailiff, I like his little folded arms there, but he's like, Exhibit A, you ate this cheese, you're under arrest, but we have cheese on the trap, and we want to eat the cheese to catch them. It's a little tricky.
And what's the
British
name?
style, because the witness stands and faces the judge instead of sitting next to the judge and facing the jury and the audience.
Yeah, and the powdered wig.
Yes.
What is the name of the occupation of the court? The person who types.
Stenographer.
Stenographer.
They have like 2 keys. All they need, and just the way they flex them. No, they can just they just type a whole word. There's like they're just like typing out words. Like it's a mystery.
Just type out words. Yeah.
Well, I mean, like there isn't a whole keyboard like a typewriter.
Oh yeah.
It's like here. Let's take a really quick look here. Like it's this weird looking.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's like few because all you need is like one row on the top, one row on the bottom, and like the combos represent. I don't even know, man.
That shouldn't exist. That should not exist.
It's just like so they're all these shortcuts like, and then it shows like the lines of the last thing said at all times, and then there's weird there's a literal like a code like its own little parsing thing to.
There you go. Interesting.
There you go.
All right, stenographers.
They type in sounds, not alphabets. Oh, really? So like each key represents like the sound like. Bailiff would be bay, and then lift as like 2 separate words. There's 2 separate
Hit the
buttons.
lift key, man.
Lift. Well, I guess whatever would be most commonly used, and they just piece them together. That's interesting. I was like that. See, they're always like this.
See, it is a small device they're typing on.
He said, "Punch me in the face, I dare you." All right.
Somebody said they're typing in binary code. That would be very
That'd
long.
be longer. Yes.
You only need 2 buttons,
It's
but each letter takes a while to type.
like with hexadecimal, you have more representation, so you need something that goes even bigger. Like what is that one like 80 base 80 character set where it's just like a bunch of tick marks and like 2 ticks, 3 ticks, 4 ticks, and then you're like.
Will that judge trap be released in MouseHunt was a question from the chat. Eventually, it is planned to be a law trap. We're not quite sure which law area we're going to use it in, but at some point. Which brings us to the feedback question for hunters in the chat. We had 2 this week. The first has to do with the start of Relic Hunter Season 4. It's about Slayer chests. What rewards from Slayer chests have you enjoyed or are looking forward to the most? So if you've completed a Slayer map, first, congratulations, because that's a big challenge to do it that quickly. If you've opened up a Slayer chest, which rewards have you enjoyed the most? Or maybe you've taken a sneak peek at some of the rewards on the forums or Facebook groups, and what is exciting you the most? The bait keeps. Bait keeps is popular. The aura. The ultimate ancients, the abundance of gold. Aura and bait keeps from the chat. Bait keeps. Looking forward to the bait keeps and the aura. The bait keeps and the aura seem to be top. Writing down some answers. They'll be in the summary, some of the feedback. And if you're watching this recorded in the tavern section of the forums is where we post the summary. You can let us know your feedback in that thread. A bit of a related question then, actually, because I'm seeing bait keep being such a popular response. Where do you use your bait keep charms? They're kind of a little hard to come by. The Slayer maps have added a new way of getting them that's a little bit more reliable. However, doing a Slayer map is certainly a challenge. So what mice have you been using your bait keep charms on? And do you plan to use it on different mice now that there's a different source of obtaining bait keep charms? Saving them, yeah. They may fall into the category of too good, can't use. But hopefully now with Slayer maps you can get a few more of them so you don't quite feel like I'm just going to hold on to these forever and never use them.
Well, one strategy is like if you get another Slayer map and now you have bait keep and you've prepared a particular piece of boss cheese that takes a while to do, you catch that boss again on the next Slayer map and then you keep your cheese for the next Slayer map. So it's kind of like you
start building.
It's
momentum,
a good, yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
farm them that way. That's like a farming strategy for bait keep charms. That said, I mean, even I think, what do you get? 5 bait keep charms, I think, in the Arduous? That should have been a good trivia question this week, maybe. But I think in the Arduous chest, you get 5 bait keep charms.
Yeah, so if you and your 4 friends, that's 25.
Yeah, there you go.
That's enough to like catch all the bosses, keep the cheese, and then catch them again on the next one without any effort.
Look at this strategy.
Unless there are some areas where like catching the boss ends it, so you can't just go like where's the what's it called? The Black Widow mouse in the Rift.
The monstrous
Black Widow. That one you just equip the cheese. There you go. Oh no, that one you have to get to the bars, fill up the bars, and then she appears. Where some areas you can just put that cheese on, and now the boss is here.
Yeah. The crystal
like
behemoth.
Yeah, exactly.
Eclipse.
Mm-hmm. So it's there's some strategy there to speed up your time, but there's others where you still have to hunt to get through to that area.
Ascended Elder on battery 10.
Yeah.
That cheese is definitely arduous to craft, and then you have to build up your battery. Somebody asked in the chat, what does a bait keep charm do? It prevents you from losing any cheese whatsoever, but the charm gets consumed. So you can almost think of it, it's a free piece of any cheese in the game, but you do need to own that cheese already to be able to use it. So say you're hunting the Eclipse is certainly popular. You're all the way at the top of the King's Gauntlet. You've crafted just one piece of tier 8 cheese. You put it on your trap, and then you arm 5 bait keep charms. When the Eclipse comes by, you lose a charm instead of cheese, so you can keep attracting them without losing your tier 8 cheese.
What about parental traps?
We might just do away with parental and make it.
I think it was just an experiment
put into the
for that one birthday event, and then.
Well, it was weird because we had a Terrible Twos mouse, so it was a toddler-themed mouse, and there's just something about using a horrific death bot.
No, it was a nanny who was like, "You go to your room."
Well, that's why parental came to be, right? That you wouldn't be using your explosive base to explode a toddler mouse. It was just it felt a little weird.
But the other cute mice, like tiny mice, pebble, like they're all cute, and we still.
True. It was just a little.
That's why there's the non-violent removal methods.
But you could still just use your 500-pound spike crusher.
Yes, you can. I think a lot of the end game traps are a little more wild and fantastical. So you're like, oh, something happens. You can imagine whatever you like.
The second feedback question we have for hunters also has to do with Slayer treasure maps, and it also has to do with the rewards. What do you think of the rewards in the Slayer chest? Do you think they're appropriate for the challenge that Slayer treasure maps present? So that was kind of one challenge we had while we were putting together the Slayer maps. It had been an idea for quite a long time. A very popular idea hunters had was, how about a boss map? You get all those, boss mice from throughout the game, the hardest to capture. But we were kind of worried, well, we need a reward that really, lives up to that sort of challenge. So we ended up with following suit of the regular relic maps where you get ancient charms, but you always get ultimate ancient charms, the very best, tons of points in gold. The bait keep charms as well, as those are probably the most valuable charms in the game as well. Some yes, so much yes. I just put an R in thought when I typed that out. Threw it. I threw it. Yeah, Ryan suggested a collectible, a way of kind of showing off that you've done one. In some way, well, I guess other hunters can't see your aura. Ultimate Charms was a suggestion in the chat. In some ways, bait, well, I guess, bait keeps and ultimates. Those are sort of the two best, biggest and best charms. The question in the chat is, will Season 4 Relic Hunter map chests keep containing Slayer scrolls after the 9th of August? Yes. So like Slayer maps are a permanent addition to the game. You will always be able to find them inside of Relic Hunter treasure chests. So by tracking down the Relic Hunter, doing one of those maps, and opening up the chest, you have a chance of finding a Slayer scroll. Now you can also find Slayer scrolls inside of gilded treasure chests by doing the gilded maps, and the gilded maps, they will be gone on the 9th. However, any gilded scroll cases that you already have, when you finish the gilded map, there will still be a chance of getting this Slayer scroll case. You just can't obtain any more gilded maps. Are old scrolls now Season 4 is a question from the chat. Yes, there are there's no season of scroll for the Relic Hunter. When you open up the scroll, whatever season it is, that's the map you get put on, and when you finish the map, whatever season it is, that's the treasure chest that you get.
Mm-hmm. So if you were on a Season 3 map, the mice were what they were in Season 3, but then didn't finish it until Season 4 kicked in, now you get a Season 4 chest. And conversely, if you were about to begin a Season 3 map, Season 4 started, you open it up, the mice might be a little different if we happen to rebalance that map. Or add new mice, obviously, if new areas come out.
Yes. Will gilded maps return in the future one day, like the start of Season 5? It's a pretty good idea. We'll see. No concrete plans of when we'd bring them back, but a bit like the Rainbow Scrolls, we might bring them back from time to time.
How about Purple Rain Scrolls?
Purple Rain Scrolls. It levels you up to Prince, I guess.
Yeah, that's how you get the Prince title after Archduke.
Yeah. There you go. All right. And now we will end off with trivia, as we always do. And Larry, the
the qual?
It's the quar.
The quar, sorry.
Question, answer, reward. Quar. Oh, and I forgot to take a screenshot of this. Let me just prepare this. I'll see my high-tech solution of how to put this link on the screen.
Nice.
Because I can do images.
Why don't you just do text? Oh, you got the GL.
Yeah,
it doesn't.
Text? Yeah, it doesn't support text. Oddly enough, I think I need to buy I'm using like the demo version of broadcast software. Oh. Maybe one day.
Wait, they're already giving answers.
Yep.
48 points.
Well, those are all wrong. Keep guessing. Wait a minute. We don't know the question yet.
Caramel latte. No, this is a tea. Like a little tea right here.
You're drinking a letter?
Yeah. A little one though, lowercase.
Oh, okay, good. That'd be weird if it was capital. The trivia question this week, capital, is how many breeds of Great Gnawnian Games mice are there currently?
1.
Incorrect.
2.
Uh-oh, he's getting closer.
Or
Uh-oh.
it's like one breed. It's just one breed of the Gnawnian Games mice. They're all one.
That'd be more like a brood. 6 is wrong, 7, no, 4, 11, 4, 8, 4, 3, no, 10, 9, 12, 5 is correct.
Is it the first 5? Or...
Call me Neo. All right, Neo, I'll call you that. You have the correct answer, 5. There are 5.
Wait, I think someone got it before. Uh-oh, I just... Oops, well, it's gone now.
Oops.
5, correct.
And a whole lot of correct 5s.
Whoa, that's a lot of numbers.
Coming in.
Whoa.
5 is correct.
5.
I am not in the chat. All right, yay. As customary, about 20 minutes in, it cuts out.
Very good, very good.
Just, yeah, for whatever reason. I don't know.
Take a 2-minute break at 15 minutes.
Yeah, intermission. All right, well, 5 was the correct answer, and we'll put up the reward here, if I can find it. New. Excuse me. I'm going to add a picture so that... What is happening?
What is going on? That's not the award.
Excuse me.
No sound.
Oh
apparently.
no!
What's happening?
I don't even know anymore. Yay!
Okay.
There we go. For whatever reason,
Oh,
when I
that
change one of these, like what's showing here, it just switches to this.
Really?
It's weird. Yeah.
How do you do this? How do you do this? Right
Click the gear.
Oh.
Yeah, or that.
Yeah.
Change source.
Oh.
No. Also, they can't hear us while that. Loads up.
Hello. So click on this and I go like, source A.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make this the icon. So.
And sweet. Larry, you make me.
And then it shows up. Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, look at our faces. That's weird.
Wow.
That's weird, man. Well, at least give him a chance to get that link first. What link? Yeah, do that too.
All right, it's also the chat. You can just click it straight from the chat, but if you're watching it recorded...
It is case sensitive as well, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, the fact that there's Kappa Tau. Whoa. Whoa.
But if you're watching it recorded, for the benefit of people recorded, what side is this on? The link's there. Otherwise, you can go to the tavern section, and I will post the link in the summary in the tavern as well. What's going on? And yes, people in the chat, they have discovered it is Athlete Charms. So Athlete Charms won't be available this Great Gnawnian Games, but if you have any leftover from previous years, you'll be able to use them, and they will give, I believe, is it a plus 10 luck bonus when you're at the event areas?
Yes, it says it right there.
Beautiful!
Beautiful, capital.
So, I mean, Athlete Charms, they have a little bit of luck on them. You can use them throughout the year, but if you use them during the Great Gnawnian Games at one of the 9 locations where the event's going to be taking place,
Yeah,
they'll
keep in
plus
mind,
10 luck.
I think that the description's been tweaked for the release.
Yes, it will be different.
Stating, yeah. So, it's still pretty much spot on.
Larry, he's got those gifts.
Larry, you make me sing.
They just, as people are pointing out, because they're reading the description when they're claiming the charms, the description will be a little bit different when the games start to be more specific for the new Gnawnian Games. What are you in there? What? Oh, and Giorgio was sharing his share link.
I shared the shared link in our like office group chat, so I got all the bonus gifts.
Bonus gifts.
Bonus gifts. So the only quar? No more quars?
That was the only quar.
Oh man.
I want to be like super sneaky.
Okay.
Alright, keep an eye on the chat. Hashtag promote Larry. He's a special kind of knight that no one has ranked up to
he's the
knight
friendly
yet.
knight. No one can be friendly knight but him. He's like best friends with the king.
He is best friends with king.
The tavern or La Taverne?
La Taverne. Somebody already has the gift links up in the tavern, eh?
La Taverne.
Just has that pre-made. Paste in the link, post immediately. And it is the 5th today, correct? August 5. Excuse me.
Hotter than a fiesta, they're wrong.
Yeah. ticket.
What?
Summary's up. There we go. Look at that.
Samadhi.
Look at the speed in which the summary occurred.
Look at the speed. Wait, let me go down again. Go down. Let me just like. Let's see. What? I highlighted that
That's
text and I
nice,
couldn't
yeah.
get the answer.
Giorgio just highlighted literally the words highlight to read
It
answer.
says highlight to read answer.
Any upcoming toxic spills? Another question from the chat. None planned in the immediate future.
Toxic spills. Toxic spills. Oh, you can pop a chat.
Any chance of getting a delete button on free gifts that you don't want, please? There's a little bit of an overhaul of the gift interface based off feedback, but I don't believe a delete button is included.
Garbage Island.
Garbage Island. Hit a bit of a roadblock. I think on other Feedback Fridays we were describing Garbage Island, which was a rework of the toxic spill to make it a permanent area, but hit a bit of a roadblock there, so nothing new to report.
Was it like a pylon, or was it those ones filled with water? Or was it one of those weird, like, cylindrical ones?
I'd say like a cement barrier.
Ooh, that's a big
Yeah.
barrier. That's a big obstacle. That's a big roadblock. So it wasn't like two crossed woods with the woods
No, you
holding
just-
up the sides of the
Let's
woods.
go through that if you
Yeah,
want.
if you want. I mean,
Question was, who is sounding Larry's horn? Larry is.
yeah, Larry, what are you guys talking about?
Any Sunken City event plans was a question from the chat. Nothing planned, no.
Nothing planned for Labyrinth either.
I have a typo in the summary. Uh-oh.
What?
That seems about right.
Seems.
That's
I see
perfect,
the,
of course.
It's like I see the seams of your tapestry.
There we go. See, I type, you can see the seams.
A typo, tapo.
Tapestry.
That's what the typo came from. Tapestries.
Someone is asking who Larry is. You can see Larry if you go to your camp. You hit the Larry's Tips tab
And then
above your journal, and then
click
tip Hunting Tips by Larry.
And
And there he is. You can
Larry.
write on his cork board. Somebody said, Larry, I need money.
he's got no bait in hunting apparently.
It's
Oh, he has
bait.
no. Scroll down. They had
He has
cop-
5 pieces of
Scroll
meat.
down. Right there. No bait. Never hunting. Larry.
No,
what
you
are
can't hunt without bait. He probably just ran out of bait.
Yeah. What I'm saying is
getting
like,
low.
but he was getting hunts.
Well, you can hunt, run out of bait, and then you still... Like, I can see...
Larry, I need money.
What's he up to right now?
I think you know what I think this didn't exist, and then or something happened. I logged in on his account. He emailed into support and needed some help, and then like I noticed his corporate was missing, so I enabled it, and then he started getting tons of stuffs.
Yeah, that's funny. What is he up to? He's up to 160 million gold. He's pretty
Whoa,
good.
Larry,
He's
give me
pretty
some of
good.
that.
Isn't that Clockapult and the polar base?
Heavy rain, man.
That's how he's giving away all the stuff. He buys it off the marketplace with his millions of
Millions
gold, and then he
of
gives it
gold.
away to hunters.
Millions of gold, millions of gold. Too many people buy a Chrome Monster bot. Oh man, why are they selling it for less than they bought it for? Dave, tell these people to stop.
Uh-oh. Maybe I'll go buy some Chrome kits then. Giorgio's merchanting over there.
I'm looking at the marketplace.
Well, I guess that wraps up Feedback Friday. Thanks for joining us. We'll be posting, like I said, multiple times in the tavern section. Actually, it's already up. There's a typo in the post, so please go and admire the typo in the summary in the tavern section. If you have any other feedback on the questions or anything else, feel free to reply to that forum thread. These are some squeaky chairs.
Oh, they're very squeaky. Ryan, what do you mean by that? Ryan says that the SB exchange seems to be confusing hunters on the marketplace. Is that because they're wondering where the cheese is? Because they are separate systems right now while we test them out.
The what?
The Super Breed exchange.
That's not live.
What?
Nope, can't access it.
Then why are they saying it's confusing hunters on the marketplace?
I don't know.
What does that mean? Trillions of gold richer. Are you here actually hunting in this area?
Yes.
We got a one poster. I bought that. Oh, you're on.
Yeah, I'm on a map.
I have one of the bandit leaders I haven't caught yet. If
Yeah.
you get him, can I join you?
I don't know if I'm just here for the map. I don't think I'm gonna do a wanted poster.
Oh, you're just getting the
I
mice.
have
Okay.
one mouse left to get in Clawshot City.
I get you.
I don't know. People are talking about the SB Exchange records does not appear in the web version. What? Maybe clarify what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know what. Like you're saying, the prices are different, but it's not live anyway. So.
Us waiting with bated breath. Baited? What
Baited?
kind of bait?
Swiss super
Gouda.
breed. No, man, super breed.
It's gotta be super.
There's apparently on Larry's wall, someone just wrote a message to us as we were like loading the page to see if we would see it. Oh, there we go. Promote Larry. Hi, Dave and Gio. Like 2 minutes ago. Nice.
Brian, where are you seeing a My History section
Of the marketplace.
Marketplace? Has no records of the SB Exchange transactions, but that's not.
Because it's marketplace history.
Yeah.
I'm very confused.
I am also confused, but maybe we'll look into this more after the stream then. So on that note, thanks for joining us, hunters. I'll see you next week.
Bye.
Happy hunting, and stay tuned for the Great Gnawnian Games coming next week.